Well, Senator McConnell's recent health episodes, again, really shining a spotlight on America's aging lawmakers, from 90-year-old California Senator Dianne Feinstein to President Biden, who will be 81 in November. And according to the Pew Research Center, the current median age of U.S. House lawmakers is just under 58. That's a figure that's actually been trending down in recent years. But look over at the Senate. The average age, just over 65 years, is the age many view as a time to start thinking about retirement. And if current national primary polling holds true, the two major political party candidates voters will choose between come next fall would be 81 and 78 years old, respectively. So let's bring in Chris Hahn, NewsNation political contributor, host of the Aggressive Progressive podcast. Chris, great to see you. Right now, of course, all eyes are on Senator McConnell, but this is really a bipartisan issue, as we just laid out there. I mean, the median age in the Senate is over 65. Our current president is 80 years old. The problem, lawmakers may be getting, quote, too old. Is that the problem, or is the problem that our system is allowing this to happen?
Oh, it's both. And let's also remember that the word senator comes from the Latin for old man. So it has always been determined that senators would be old. And unfortunately, they are mostly men. But we have a problem in this country, is that nobody ever wants to retire anymore. And we also have a dueling problem with when people are older and they are in positions of importance, we don't allow them to show their age at all. They're not allowed to recover from injuries or, in Mitch McConnell's case, a concussion. They've got to get right back to work and show us all that they are vigorous, healthy, young people, even though they are not. And maybe we could use their experience in government, but we're not willing to let that go. So I don't know. We've got dueling problems here, Nichole, and I don't know how to solve it.
Right. And that's such a good point. I mean, just as a whole, as a society, obviously, we embrace youth. We all know that. We saw, Chris, that, the median age for House lawmakers, I believe, is 58, which is trending downward. So we are seeing, younger House, representatives being voted in. But what is the solution? And is there really a fair solution here? Because somebody is always going to feel slighted, right?
Yeah, look, I'm a Gen Xer, right? I've been waiting for my generation to take over, and I think it's time that we do. It's nice to see that the median age in the House is coming into Gen X range now, so that's great to hear. But yeah, I think we've got to get to a point in this country where it is okay to retire, where it's okay to relax. I'm watching these protests over in France about them raising the retirement age to 62. And now we're talking about Mitch McConnell, 80. We've got a president of the United States who's going to be 81. He wants 4 more years of work. Nobody's ever allowed to stop in this country. And we all know people like that. Forget about in government, but even in our daily lives, people who are in their 80s and just want to keep going to work, whether they have to or because they want to, or more likely because society is saying, if you stop working, you're worthless.
Right. And those of us who have loved ones who are older, our parents, our grandparents, sometimes we get concerned about them getting behind the wheel after a certain age,
Right.
So that's something to think about. But Chris, do you think anything is really going to change, or like so many other things, so many other issues, so many other topics right now, it's at the top of the news cycle for a few days. We play the video, we play the sound or lack thereof, and then we just kind of move on to the next shiny object.
No, nothing's going to change. And including the people who are yelling and screaming about this today, who are lawmakers, when they're in their 80s, everyone will be screaming for them to retire. And they'll still be there. And I'm sure some of the people that we look at as old today, if we had clips of them, I don't know if they had television when they were first got into office. I'm sure there's clips of them talking about how, oh, my God, this one who's in their 60s is too old. So I think that it's never going to change. We're always going to hold on, because the way this society works, the way politics works in America, there is a tremendous advantage to being an incumbent.
Yeah.
And once you're there, it's hard to get rid of you, especially in the United States Senate. A little easier in the House sometimes, but in the Senate, these people tend to hold on for a long time.
Yeah, they certainly do. All right, Chris Hahn, great speaking with you. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.